Amol, my screen is visible?
यस सर।
Okay. बड़ी दिख रही?
नो सर, आप उसको स्लाइड शो करना प्लीज।
Now it is visible, Amol?
नो सर। सर ये विजिबल पर स्लाइड शो नहीं हो रहा है।
अच्छा, वो नहीं होगा, जान दो, चलो ठीक है. So, a very good afternoon to all the participants, and I really congratulate those who are joining regularly in this NEP sensitization program. That you are very fortunate to have such a good amount of resource person here delivering talk every day in the afternoon, and now you have near to successfully complete this short-term course uh, in NEP orientation and sensitization. So it was really a nice journey, and you see, friends, that in the coming Friday, as I have messaged in the WhatsApp group, that we will have an MCQs test that will be conducted through a Google form. And another thing, before going to my lecture, I would like to tell you that those participants, those who have completed their entire formalities on the MMTTC portal will only get the certificates. दूसरे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को सर्टिफिकेट मिलने वाला नहीं है. योर नॉमिनेशन लेटर, योर आईडी एंड योर पासपोर्ट साइज फोटो टू बी अपलोडेड ऑन दैट पोर्टल. जिसने नहीं किया है, he or she will not get the certificate. Today is the deadline. We will just close that link today at 5. So friends, the topic chosen by me for this uh, sensitization program is one of the theme given by the University Grants Commission is higher education society. As all of us are related with higher education, we have seen that in the past 7 to 8 years, how many changes we are seeing in the higher education, be it pay commission, be it the new education policy, then pre-COVID, post-COVID changes in the higher education. So our generation have seen a lot of changes when it comes to the higher education. We have seen an offline mode, we have seen an online mode. Now we are into the hybrid mode. Also, we have seen the changes in the national education policy. Then in several states, the university acts have been also changed. When we talk about Maharashtra has also changed the University Act, Public University Act, Non-Agriculture Public University Act. So these are the several changes which we are facing as a teacher, as a stakeholder of the higher education institutions. So for that only this NEP sensitization program has been launched by the University Grants Commission Honorable Chairman Sir, so that each and every person get well acquainted with the new education policy, national education policy. And you see that when we talk about the national education policy, new education policy, already post-COVID, 3 years have been there for the implementation of this new education policy. And in these 3 years, we have seen several changes, and it is only a journey which has begun. That journey is till 2035. 2035 तक के हमारी जो नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है, वो पूरी तरह से इम्प्लीमेंट होंगी. And you see that it is a tough task in front of the stakeholders, teachers, because we have to adopt the changes, and change is the order of the day. So there is a proverb that only change is permanent. In management science, there is one proverb that change word will always be the permanent thing in this world. So we have to adopt the changes. We can take the few examples of Kodak films. We can take the example of Samsung Nokia competition way back in the year 2006. How Kodak refused the digital camera, how Kodak refused the digital camera and Sony adopted the idea of the digital camera. Now Kodak is a history, once dominating the entire photography market just because of the photo rolls which it manufactured. Kodak vanished today from the market. And also is the same case with the Samsung and Nokia. You see that when Android, Google developed Android, they have offered the Android to what you will say, Nokia, but Nokia denied to adopt that particular thing, and Samsung adopted it. And you have seen that past 1.5 decade how Samsung dominated the mobile market. So same is with the higher education now, higher education era now. When we talk about the higher education, we have to adopt changes. We have, if we want to survive as an individual, if we want to survive as an institution, we have to adopt the change. It is a big tsunami when it comes to the new education policy, national education policy, and only the quality institutions will survive in the coming years. It is a tsunami which will wipe out the poor institution. And as an individual also, you have to be on the toes. Continuously, there will be the changes in the higher education, which you have to adopt. The best example is of the online education. Friends, you see that pre-COVID, each and every person in this cloud meeting must not be aware of these Google Forms and Zoom meeting and Google Meet. Even giving the example of myself, we were reluctant, we were hesitating to adopt the online training program in the COVID period. But you see that the things which government wanted us to adopt टिल टू 2030, 2030 तक के जो गवर्नमेंट हमें अडॉप्ट कराना चाहती थी, आज हमने कोविड के वजह से वो एक साल में सब चीजें अडॉप्ट की है. नाउ इवन अ स्कूल गोइंग किड can host a Zoom meeting. Even a person who is walking on the road without any knowledge of the computers can fill a Google form. So that are the things which we have to adopt. And beyond that, now the AI technology has taken away the market from the us. So if we are having awareness regarding the AI tools, then and only we can survive. One article I was reading yesterday that AI will take away around 40% of the jobs. IMF का एक सर्वे हुआ है, उन्होंने उसमें बताया है that AI will take away 40% of jobs. If there are 10 jobs today, in future you will see that only 6 jobs are left, and 40% jobs will be done by the AI. So again, as a teachers, as a researchers, as a stakeholders of the higher education, we need to adopt the technology. We need to adopt the change. We need to adopt the AI technology. So again, AI will also dominate the future market. And you see that when we talk about a country like India, a developing country like India, in November 2023, the University Grants Commission has issued a circular permitting the foreign higher education institution, or we can say it foreign universities, to have a setup in our country. Now, 500, top 500 universities around the globe, they are eligible to have a full-fledged campus in our country. Again, there will be a competition. You see that many Gulf countries I have seen and I have experienced and I have learned from the people working there in the Gulf countries that now many Gulf countries, they have filtered the degree from India. What is the reason? I don't know. But in the month of November, when I visited, many faculty members, they were telling that now the Gulf countries, they are opting for PhD from European country, UK, US, or Canada. They are giving more preference to these foreign universities when it comes to recruiting the assistant professors in the Gulf countries. So why these changes are there? Why we can't as a institution give a quality at international level? Again, that is one of the basic objective of the new education policy, that is internationalization of the higher education. If you see in my coming slides, I will show you the figure that inflow and outflow, foreign students coming to India and Indian students going to foreign. There is a big imbalance. Many students, they are going out of India for their higher education. And very few students from underdeveloped countries. What I have experienced in our university, I'm telling you that underdeveloped countries are coming. Why not the students from the developed nations are coming? Why not a faculty exchange program from the developed countries? That is a question mark in front of the higher education institutions. Why there is a huge gap between the IITs and IIMs and local MBA and engineering colleges? That is again a big question mark in front of us. You see that 2024 will be dominated by the private institution, by foreign universities. So the traditional colleges, government colleges, traditional universities, government universities will are having a tough days ahead to adopt the changes. When we talk about the higher education scenario, central universities, friends, 6,500 vacancies are there as on January 1st, 2014 in the central institution. The vacancies of the assistant professors, associate professors, and professors, there are around 6,500 vacancies. So why not these posts need to be filled? If you will have to face a tough competition in the future from the private universities, from the foreign universities. So coming back to my topic, higher education in society, you see that when we talk about higher education in country, Bharat, it is not a new thing for us. We were having the top world-class universities in the name of Nalanda universities and Taxila universities, where the scholars, where the students from around the globe used to come and study here in Nalanda and Taxila University. And you see that these universities at that time were the top class universities. So higher education, domination of the higher education is not new for us. It is a very not a new thing for our country, but a thing which we have also experienced in the past. Historically, our ancient culture, Ayurveda, yoga, Sanskrit, Pali, these still have a world reputation when it comes to the yoga or Ayurveda. So, history of the higher education is not a new thing for us. In past also, we were having the top class, world class universities. When we talk about the current higher education system of our country, it is the third largest higher education around the globe. Only China and USA is above us. India ranks third among the higher education system around the globe. And friends, when we talk about the universities, there are around 1,000, more than 1,000 universities currently in India. And you see that these world class universities, these 1,000 universities are few institutions like IITs and IIMs, IIM Bangalore or ISC Bangalore, IIT Delhi. We are also having the top class institutions and universities in our country. In that, the major stake is of the state university, and also in that the major stake is of the state public university. So when we compare overall universities in India, it is dominated by the state universities. And there are very few central universities when we compare these central universities with the state universities. State private university and state public university are more in number when we talk about the higher education scenario. There are around 42,000 colleges, 1 million teachers, 20 million students. Again, it is 1.5 million teachers and 20 million students. And most institutions, especially PG institutions, are English medium institution. So you see that we are having around 15 lakh teachers which need to be trained regarding the new education policy. That is really a tough task in front of the University Grant Commission. As I have told you earlier, the outflow and inflow of the higher education students. And I have taken this figure, pre-COVID figure. And you see that around India's outbound mobility is around 3,75,055 students. And most preferred is USA, that is 36%, Australia 19%, Canada 9%, UK 5%. So on one hand, we are telling that we are having 1,100 universities, 42,000 colleges, 15 lakh teachers. Then why these students are going out to take their higher education? That is a question mark in front of us, which we as a higher education stakeholder
सर
need to
सॉरी
address.
इंटरप्रेट सर आपकी स्लाइड्स मूवेबल नहीं हो रही सर
अब हुई अमन?
हाँ पहली स्लाइड है सर
पहली स्लाइड
यस
जस्ट
फिर
अ
एक
मिनट.
चेंज नहीं हो रही
Thank you, Amul. Now it is visible, Amul?
यस सर यस इट्स
Outflow,
विजिबल
inflow.
हाँ ये सर
Okay, okay. Thank you, Amul. So, as I have told you that why not our education, higher education, students in our higher education. These people, they are going to USA, they are going to Canada, they are going to Australia, but they are not studying here. It is a big question mark in front of us, which we need to address as a stakeholders. And also, friends, different types of universities in our country. We are having central university, we are having state university, we are having deemed university, we are having private university, then also we are having institution of national importance, and we can add one thing other here now in the coming academic year, that will be the foreign universities. But major stake of the higher education belongs to the state universities. As I have told you that state universities are more in number, be it a private state university or a public state university. When we take the example of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar, there are two universities, state universities three state universities located in our Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. One is Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, which is a public university. Another one is the National Law University. Again, it is funded by the state government. Also, one private university, that is Mahatma Gandhi Mission MGM University, which is recently established. So these number will increase. Government is ready to provide the autonomy, academic autonomy, financial autonomy to the higher education institution. But in the current scenario, the state university dominates the higher education system, and central universities are there, but they are few in number. Also, we are having deemed universities, then institution of national importance. So friends, when we talk about a comparison between the state and the central universities, funding to the state university is very less when we compare it with the central university. I have visited a few central universities like JNU, New Delhi. I have visited first-hand experience taken with the Maulana Azad National Urdu University. So where I have seen that how much rich the infrastructure is provided by the central government to them. And also I have visited several state universities. There is a good infrastructure, but as compared to the central university, they are lagging behind when it comes to the research infrastructure, then when it comes to the other basic amenities which are provided by the uh, stakeholders. It is very few when it comes to we are compare this thing with the central university. You see that now currently the higher education system in our country compromises of University Grants Commission, ICSSR, DST, DBT, then we are having NCRT, then we are having uh, Medical Council, then we are having AICT. So it is very rigid. It is very confusing. So the government has decided to bring all these regulatory authority under one control, and they will rename it or they will name that umbrella as Higher Education Commission of India. Higher Education Commission of India. And in that Higher Education Commission of India, there will be Higher National Higher Education Regulatory Council, National Accreditation Council, Higher Education Grants Council, and General Education Council. You will witness this changes. I hope that it is my personal view that post Lok Sabha election, this will be possible, that the government will abolish the University Grants Commission, and you will see a Higher Education Commission of India, and under the Higher Education Commission of India, all the current regulator will come. Only I think they will spare medical education, but maximum will come under the Higher Education Commission of India. You never know when it will come, what things will be there. It will preferably it will come in 2024, but उसके अंदर क्या रहेगा ये आपको आने के बाद में ही समझ में आएगा. But what orally we have heard, what messages we have received, that UGC will be abolished and these thing will come under the one preview. Just a minute. Any questions? Okay, no questions. As I have told you that central universities, these universities are set up through an act in the parliament. The establishment and operation are funded by the union government. सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज, सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज जो रहती है वो एक पार्लियामेंट के एक्ट से बनती है, एंड इट इज established and operated and funded by the central government. State universities, these are set up through the act in state legislature. जैसा कि अभी तीनों भी यूनिवर्सिटीज जो छत्रपति संभाजी नगर में, डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अंबेडकर मराठवाड़ा यूनिवर्सिटी, देन नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी, और जो एमजीएम यूनिवर्सिटी है, तीनों भी थ्रू एन एक्ट इन स्टेट लेजिस्लेटर बनी है. एंड स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटीज आर प्राइमरली फंडेड एंड ऑपरेटेड बाय द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. उसके अंदर फिर प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी जो रहेंगी वो प्राइवेटली फंडेड रहेंगी. एंड ऑल्सो इट इंक्लूड स्पेशलाइज्ड इंस्टीट्यूशन एंड मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी रिसर्च universities. Deemed universities, these are well performing institutions that are declared to be the equal standing as the university by the central government on the advice of the union university grants commission. So deemed universities, you must have also come across the various deemed universities, and these deemed universities are the well-performing institution. Giving you the example of a few management institution which I have come across, Bitco of Nasik, then DY Patil Pune, Symbiosis Pune, then Jamnalal Bajaj, Mumbai. These institutions were at well-performing institutions. So in that few institutions are deemed to be the university. Then institution of national importance. These are eminent institutions of India that are known as to develop highly skilled individuals. They are funded by the government of India, and they include the IIT, IIMs, NITs, and AIMS. Again, you must have come across with these names several times, be it in the newspapers, news channels, social media, that how the work of research, how the packages of the passing out students are there in these, and also at the world level, these institutions, the alumni of these institutions, they are representing our country in Google, Microsoft, NASA. These are the top performing institution in our country, and they have developed the high skilled individuals. Then friends, we are having courses which are being offered in the higher education system that can be generally categorized into STEAM courses and non-STEAM courses. You see that STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And it encompasses all the courses providing education in this discipline. Instead of teaching the four disciplines separately, the purpose of STEAM courses involve cognitive learning, and it focuses on the practical application of the subject. Effective education in STEAM courses is not limited to theoretical learning, but extend to experimental and research-based learning too. In science subject, we are having the labs, practicals, hands-on training, and the well-equipped laboratories of Indian Institute enable the same and help the student to innovate problem solving and competent skills. Non-STEAM courses. In that we have commerce, arts, business, management, humanities, social affairs. These will be called as the non-STEAM courses. And you see that the Indian institutions are well equipped to provide education in these disciplines wherein the students can gain expertise in subject of their choice. Non-STEAM majors like humanities open a wide range of career opportunities where the skills, knowledge, and deeper understanding are made applicable. Similarly, education of accounting, marketing, English, journalism, language studies, degree, all have a plenty of uses for various professions. Like you see that counselors, education administrators, teachers, clinical psychologists, art or creative director. So we can't say just that the STEAM courses are having their importance. Even the non-STEAM courses have their own importance. The study of education, the study of accountancy, the study of journalism, the study of language, all these are having equal importance. Because whatever a small example I would like to quote here कि आप जो रिसर्च साइंस में करोगे उससे कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए कोई ना कोई तो लैंग्वेज आपको लगेगी. आप जो रिसर्च साइंस में करोगे उसके बजट के लिए आपको कहीं ना कहीं अकाउंटेंसी लगेगी. आप रिसर्च जो साइंस में करोगे उसकी पब्लिसिटी के लिए कहीं ना कहीं आपको जर्नलिज्म तो लगेगा. आप जो इंस्टीट्यूशन में रिसर्च करोगे उसके लिए आपको एजुकेशन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर लगेगा ही. सो teaching skills, accountancy, then counselors, then you see there are many opportunities in these non-STEAM courses, and we can't just say that only science subject has its own importance. Even the non-science subject have its own importance. Again, I would like to quote here one example. Post 2015, the Indian publication in social science is at India is at ranked eighth around the world when it comes to the social science publication. And it is first in Asian countries, India. सोशल साइंस की जो पब्लिकेशन है, भारत देश जो है वो विश्व में 8वें नंबर पर है, और इंडिया जो है, भारत देश जो है वो एशिया के अंदर नंबर 1 पे है. सो द इम्पोर्टेंस of the social science research is also gained important post 2015, we can say it. The premium institution providing the fund to the social science research is ICSSR, and I hope that in these 103 participants, including me, many of us must have funding from the ICSSR for conducting a major research project, minor research project, or collecting data from abroad, organizing conferences and workshop, organizing a statistical workshop. There are several schemes in which ICSSR project provides funding to the social science research, for research scholars also, for PDF also they provide. So both are important at their own, STEAM courses also and non-STEAM courses also. Amol, my slide is changing. List of the regulatory and statutory bodies in India. As I have told you that it is very a rigid thing where we have AICT, we have Distance Education Council, then we have Rehabilitation Council of India, Bar Council of India, then National Council for Teachers Education, Indian Council for Agriculture Research, Medical Council of India, Pharmacy Council of India, Indian Nursing Council, Dental Council of India, Central Council for of Homeopathy, then Central Council for Indian Medicine, National Council for Rural Institution, then Council of Architecture, State Council for Higher Education. तो आप देखिए कि इतने सारे statutory bodies है, and you see that in these all statutory bodies, it becomes really a complex thing when we want our higher education to serve. So government now wants that they will bring all these bodies under one umbrella, and Higher Education Council will be there. You see that one of the most familiar regulatory body of higher education in our country is the University Grants Commission. You see that the main regulatory body that performs a range of tasks such as providing funds to the university, establishing education standards for the university, and analyzing the growth of various higher education institutions. It is crucial for university to meet the criteria set by the UGC so as to enjoy degree awarding authority. So we can say that it is the apex body, main body of the current higher education system, the University Grants Commission for non-technical courses, जो फंडिंग प्रोवाइड करनी है, जो एनालिसिस करना है हायर एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन का, क्या क्राइटेरिया है आपका डिग्री अवार्ड करने का, all these things are being set by the University Grants Commission. Then we have AICT, which mostly look at the technical courses. It is a regulatory body which coordinates, plans, and develop the technical education. In that engineering, management, computer science, it is looked after by the AICT. Then also Council for Architecture, Research Council, Indian Council for Historical Research, Indian Council for Social Science and Research. Already I have given a brief note of that particular thing. Then Indian Council for Psychological Research, National Council for Rural Institution, then Project of Indian History, Science, Philosophy, and Culture. So there are number of things where the higher education is governed by the various regulatory authorities. Then supply chain of higher education. How higher education works. You see that when we talk about the universities, university usually it is regulated by the University Grants Commission through its circular, also by the state and central university. State university will be regulated by the स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, जैसे कि जो महाराष्ट्र पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी एक्ट है, इससे गवर्न है डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर मराठवाड़ा यूनिवर्सिटी। वैसे ही जब हम जेएनयू की बात करते हैं तो जेएनयू का जो एक्ट है वो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू पास होता है। ऑल्सो बोथ दीज यूनिवर्सिटी, स्टेट एंड सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी, दे कम अंडर द प्रीव्यू ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रांट्स कमीशन। मान लो जो रिक्रूटमेंट से रिलेटेड जो है, या जो अभी रिसेंट, जैसा कि कल ही एक सर्कुलर में देखा जहां पर जो डिग्री अवार्डिंग सेरेमनी में ड्रेस कोड कैसा रहना चाहिए, उसके लिए जो हमारे हॉनरेबल मनीष जोशी सर है, उनका एक सर्कुलर है। सो दैट सर्कुलर इज एप्लीकेबल फॉर बोथ स्टेट एंड सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी। देयर कांट बी separate circulars of UGC for state and central university. Funding can be there, different, but when it comes to the rules and regulations, these are applicable to both of UGC. देन कॉलेजेस, अभी तो ये हो गई यूनिवर्सिटी की बात, जहां पर यूनिवर्सिटी इज रेगुलेटेड बाय द यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रांट्स कमीशन एंड द स्टेट सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी एक्ट। बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू द कॉलेजेस, कॉलेजेस फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टू द यूनिवर्सिटी वेयर दे आर एफिलेटेड, द यूनिवर्सिटी वेयर दे आर एफिलेटेड, they will come under their purview. For affiliation, they have to see the ordinance of the university, the act of the university, and in the ordinance, what are the conditions of recruitment, what are the conditions of taking the fees, what are the conditions of what you will say, the yearly calendar, the holidays, the examination dates, the examination pattern, the practical pattern, or recruiting the teachers, then recruiting the non-teaching staff, then fee structure. All these are governed by the affiliating university regulation. कॉलेज का जो है वो एफिलेटिंग यूनिवर्सिटी रेगुलेशन। और आपको मैं और एक बात बताऊं, दैट जो एफिलेशन सिस्टम की हम बात करते हैं, इट इज अ गिफ्ट फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिशर्स। जैसे हम लोग कोट करते हैं कि भाई सॉरी और थैंक यू ब्रिटिशर्स ने गिफ्ट कर कर गए हमें, वैसे ही जो एफिलेटिंग सिस्टम है, कहीं भी दुनिया में आपको एफिलेटिंग सिस्टम दिखेगा नहीं। एफिलेटिंग सिस्टम सिर्फ और सिर्फ जो कॉलोनाइज्ड कंट्री थे, इंडिया, पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश, यहीं पर आपको दिखेगा। एंड अगेन दैट इज वन ऑफ द मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, टू कंप्लीटली white wash these or de-affiliate all the colleges, because there are several problems when we talk about the affiliated system. In our university, the last affiliated college is around 400 kilometers long, 475 kilometers long. It is near to the Telangana border, Omarga. Many of you must be knowing that the last college affiliated to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University is in Omarga. So, for a person coming from Omarga to this uh, uh, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, how much time it will consume, how much money it will be there for a poor student? It will not be possible. So, affiliating system will totally abolished in the coming years. Then also college is governed by the accreditation routes. आज जो सबसे मेजर ट्रेंड हमारा चल रहा है नैक सिस्टम का, हर कॉलेज को नैक बुलाने की गड़बड़ है, आईक्यू कोऑर्डिनेटर अपॉइंट करने की गड़बड़ है, एसएसआर अपॉइंट करने की गड़बड़ है। तो आप देखिए कि नैक के जो रूल्स है वो आपको एप्लीकेबल होते हैं। देन कोर्सेज जो हम रन करते हैं, व्हाट कोर्सेज वी रन, यानी कि जो रेगुलेटरी स्टैट्यूटरी बॉडीज है, जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर एक इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है उसे एआईसीटी का प्रीव्यू है, एक फार्मेसी कॉलेज है तो वो उसे जो है फार्मेसी काउंसिल, एक बीएड कॉलेज रहेगा वो एनसीईआरटी के रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी में है। सो दिस इज अ सप्लाई चेन ऑफ द हायर एजुकेशन सिस्टम। Accreditation. Again, for UGC, we are having NAC, and for AICT, we are having MBA. Many of you must be familiar with NAC. And many of you must have heard about the NBA, which usually does the accreditation of the BTech, BE, MBA, MCA, B.Pharm, M.Pharm colleges. As I've told you, friends, that there are around 1,043 universities, 42,343 colleges, and 11,779 standalone institutions listed on the All India Survey of Higher Education web portal. 396 universities are privately managed. 420 universities are located in rural areas. Again, there is a huge gap between Bharat and India, rural India and urban India. You see that the rural colleges, they face the problem of the infrastructure. They face the problem of internet connectivity. They face the problem of the electricity, drinking water, hygiene conditions. So again, as a part, the government should see that how the higher education can be developed in the rural areas. Also, 17 universities are exclusively for women. And in Maharashtra, we are having SNDT Women's University. Maximum are there in Rajasthan, 203, that two in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, one each in Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Delhi, Haryana, Himachal, Odisha, Uttarakhand, and West Bengal. In addition to one central open university, 14 state open universities are there. One state private open university. There are 110 dual mode university which offer education through distance mode. Also, the maximum 13 of them are located in Tamil Nadu. The distance education degree. Anlamalai and Algappa are the familiar universities among them. There are around 422 general, 177 technical, 63 agriculture and allied, 66 medical, 23 law, 12 Sanskrit and 11 language university, and rest 145 university are of other categories. And you see that the top 8 states in terms of highest number of colleges, Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra are there on number 1 and number 2 spot, followed by Karnataka, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra are having maximum number of colleges. And also in Maharashtra, we are having Pune and Nagpur, maximum number. और सिर्फ हम डिस्ट्रिक्ट की बात करें तो बैंगलोर अर्बन में सबसे ज्यादा कॉलेजेस है इंडिया के अंदर. You see that Bangalore urban district tops in the term of number of colleges with 1009 colleges. और जो सेकंड नंबर जयपुर है वो है 606 पर. इसमें भी काफी बड़ा गैप है. आप देखिए कि बैंगलोर जो हाईटेक सिटी हम जिसे कहते हैं उसमें सबसे ज्यादा मैक्सिमम सीनियर कॉलेजेस है, 1009 कॉलेजेस. देन कॉलेज डेंसिटी यानी कि 1 लाख पॉपुलेशन के लिए जो 18 से लेकर 23 साल की जो पॉपुलेशन रहती है, जो ग्रॉस इनरोलमेंट रेशियो में भी हम देखते हैं 18 से 27 की, तो उसके अंदर जो पर लाख पॉपुलेशन के लिए कितने कॉलेजेस है, तो 7 है बिहार में 1 लाख पॉपुलेशन के लिए और 59 है कर्नाटका में, और ऑल इंडिया एवरेज है 30. सो वी कैन से दैट कर्नाटका टॉप्स. There are around 59 colleges for per lakh population. So it is really a good number. Then 60% of the colleges are located in rural areas. और 10% colleges है exclusively for female. 2.7% colleges run PhD program and 35% 004 colleges run PG graduate level program. There are around 32.6 colleges which are run on single program, out of which 84% are privately managed. Again, friends, this figure need to have the attention of all of you in the classroom, where maximum number of the colleges are being run by the private management. And in also there, this private management colleges, there are non-grant colleges, self-funded colleges. And the condition of these colleges when it comes to providing the infrastructure, providing the salaries, is really a question mark and a debatable thing. Where in my last lecture, when I have told that in Madhya Pradesh, Sagar University, I was delivering a talk, and when I appreciated the private colleges, so one participant, she told me that how she has faced a lot of problem in these private colleges in 10 to 15 years. So that is a debatable thing where we can't say that this is good or bad. Then 78.6% colleges are privately managed, and in that 65.2 are private unaided colleges. And you see that Andhra Pradesh and Telangana have maximum number of them. And you see that GER, gross enrollment ratio of higher education, is 27.1. And GR for male is 26.9. And for female, it is 27.3. ये भी फिगर बदला है 2015 के बाद में, जहां पर फीमेल एनरोलमेंट बढ़ा है. Female enrollment have been increased of the, what you will say, this gross enrollment ratio. So about 79.5 of the students are enrolled in UG program, and 2 lakh students are enrolled in PhD, out of which 0.5 of the total students enrollment. But obvious, arts and humanities have maximum students, 32.7% of students, followed by science 16%, for commerce 14%, and for engineering technology 12%. And you see that at PhD level, you see that Maximum number of students are enrolled in engineering and technology stream, followed by science. On the other hand, at PG level, maximum students are enrolled in social science stream and science comes at number 2. You see that सबसे ज्यादा कॉलेजेस उत्तर प्रदेश और महाराष्ट्र में, तो जाहिर सी बात है कि सबसे ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का एनरोलमेंट भी महाराष्ट्र और उत्तर प्रदेश और तमिलनाडु में है. Then we have scheduled caste students, which constitute to 14.7, and scheduled tribe students, which constitutes to 5.6 of the total enrollment. Then 37% students belong to OBC, 5.5 students to belong to Muslim minority community, and 2.3 from other minority communities. Foreign universities, foreign students come from around 168 different countries from across the globe. The top 10 countries constitute to 69.9 of the total foreign student enrollment. अब ये top 10 कौन से है? नेपाल, बांग्लादेश, उसके बाद में अफगानिस्तान, श्रीलंका, यमन, यहां से मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं. आप देखिए कि नेपाल से मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट है 28%, अफगानिस्तान से 9.1%, बांग्लादेश से 4.6%, भूटान से 3.8%, सूडान से 3.6%. There are more than 78.6 colleges running in private sector, aided and unaided taken together, but it caters to only 66.3 of the total enrollment. The total number of teachers, as I have told you, that there is more than 15 lakh teachers in higher education. Again, you see that what you will say, the gender ratio, male-female ratio is very good. 57% male teachers are there and 42.5 are the female teachers. And for at all India level, there are merely 74 female teachers per 100 male teachers. So it is also a good sign where gender equality has been seen. BA के 2.3 lakhs degree has been awarded. Maximum students are there from BA. BSc के 10 लाख हुए हुए हैं और BCom के 9.3 lakhs. At PG level, MA passes number of students is maximum, followed by MSc and MBA. The highest number of students, 2.7, has been graduated in arts courses. At PhD level, maximum number of students outturn in science stream, followed by engineering and technology. On the other hand, at PG level, maximum student outturn is observed in social science and science stream, comes at number 2. The share of PhD student is highest in state public university, 29.8%, followed by the institution of national importance, जो IITs और IIMs में है, that constitute around 23.2%. Then deemed university, प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर 3.9 है और सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी में 3.6 है. जो मैंने मेरी अर्ली स्लाइड्स में जो आपको बताया कि देखिए आप कितना ह्यूज गैप है, जहां पर 29.8% जो है वो स्टूडेंट्स इनरोल है. टोटल स्टूडेंट्स में से 29%, यानी कि नियरली 30% जो स्टूडेंट्स जो इनरोल है वो स्टेट पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी में इनरोल है और सिर्फ 14% स्टूडेंट्स जो है टोटल के वो enroll है central university. So it is really a matter of concern where the government should provide equal funds to the state and the central universities. Maximum central university is जो है 48 है. IITs और IIMs और एम्स जो है वो 135 है. स्टेट पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटी 386 है, स्टेट प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज 327 है. यहां पर भी आप देखिए कि फिगर्स में हम जब बात करते हैं, इट इज मोर देन 700 आउट ऑफ 1000 स्टेट का रिप्रेजेंटेशन हायर एजुकेशन में ज्यादा है. नियरली इट इज मोर देन 700. एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट बैंगलोर टॉप्स, उसके बाद में जयपुर है नंबर ऑफ कॉलेजेस में. देन वी हैव पुणे, Pragraj, then we have Nagpur from Maharashtra, then Bhopal, Guntur, Gazipur. यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम जो है कॉलेजेस है डिस्ट्रिक्ट कॉलेजेस, इसमें अर्बन रूरल दोनों मिलाकर हो रहे हैं. जब हम इनरोलमेंट की बात करते हैं, फीमेल मेल इनरोलमेंट की जब हम बात करते हैं, तो आप देखिए कि जो पीएचडी का जो इनरोलमेंट है, पीएचडी का जो इनरोलमेंट है, इट इज फीमेल मेल रेशियो में लगभग इक्वल है। मेल फीमेल रेशियो इक्वल है। उसके बाद में यूजी के अंदर, पीजी के अंदर तो आप देखिए कि फीमेल ज्यादा हैं। डिप्लोमा सर्टिफिकेट्स में थोड़े कम है, बट पीजी के अंदर मैक्सिमम फीमेल इनरोलमेंट है। आप देखिए कि यूपी, एमपी, महाराष्ट्र, तमिलनाडु, कर्नाटका, राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, near about 50-50 enrollment is there of male and female, which is really a good sign for the bright future of our country. And nearly we can become a world's largest economy if these type of statistics are continued in near future. Social groups and gender distribution in students. Again, in each and every social group for open, SC, ST, and OBC, female enrollment is really good. It is nearly 50-50 for male and female. Maximum females are enrolled in nursing and teachers training. जो हमारे बीएससी नर्सिंग के कोर्स होते हैं, डिप्लोमा इन नर्सिंग होता है, और उसके बाद में जो बीएड, डीएड, एमएड के जो कोर्सेज होते हैं, इसमें मैक्सिमम फीमेल इनरोल्ड है। और दूसरी जगह भी जो है सबसे कम जो है वो कैटरिंग में, पैरामेडिकल में, होटल मैनेजमेंट में है। जीईआर सभी का अच्छा है। एसटी का 18% है उसके अंदर, और जो हमारे एससी कैटेगरी में है वो 23% है। ओवरऑल इंडिया 27% है। अगेन फॉर एसटी कैटेगरी द गवर्नमेंट नीड्स टू वर्क देयर, मोर इनरोलमेंट शुड बी देयर एज कंपेयर टू द ऑल इंडिया GER. As I have told you that colleges having number of female teachers, हर 100 टीचर्स के लिए 77 फीमेल टीचर्स है कॉलेजेस में, रेशियो में 59 यूनिवर्सिटीज में है, और स्टैंड अलोन इंस्टीट्यूशन में 72। जेंडर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इनरोलमेंट इन डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटीज, आप देखिए कि स्टेट पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटीज में और स्टेट ओपन यूनिवर्सिटीज में जेंडर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बहुत अच्छा है। फीमेल ज्यादा है मेल्स के कंपैरिजन में, और सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी में नियरली 50-50। मैंने जैसा आपको बताया कि 2015, आफ्टर द ईयर 2015, द इनरोलमेंट इज इंक्रीज्ड एंड इट इज स्टेबल। बहुत स्टेबल है हमारे पास में इनरोलमेंट। Representation of foreign students, as I have told you that Nepal, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Sudan, ये यहां से मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट आते हैं। मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट आते हैं हमारे नेपाल से, जो टॉप करता है लिस्ट में इनरोलमेंट में। maximum student they come for UG and PG courses. For PhD courses, very few numbers are there. Only 0.9% of foreign students they are pursuing their PhD degree from our country. Then we have what you will say for other than PG and UG, then we have the PG diploma in which 3.54% of the student enroll. Some of the major problem currently being faced by the higher education system of our country. First is a severely fragmented higher education ecosystem. Then less emphasis on development of cognitive skills and learning outcomes. Then a rigid separation of discipline with early specialization and streaming of students into narrow area of study. Then limited access, particularly in socio-economical disadvantaged areas with few higher education that teach in local languages. इसमें काफी सारी चीजें अभी जो है हम ओवरकम करने वाले हैं न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि कम से कम रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी रहेंगे, सिंगल अम्ब्रेला में आ जाएंगे। कॉग्निटिव स्किल्स और लर्निंग आउटकम पे ज्यादा स्ट्रेस दिया जाने वाला है न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में। रिजिड डिसिप्लिन निकल जाएंगे, यानी कि कॉमर्स के स्टूडेंट ने केमिस्ट्री क्यों सीखना, और केमिस्ट्री के स्टूडेंट ने मराठी क्यों सीखना, या मराठी के स्टूडेंट ने स्पोर्ट्स क्यों सीखना, ये क्वेश्चन मार्क हट जाने वाला है। हम क्या करते हैं, बच्चे को फर्स्ट ईयर में एडमिशन देने के बाद में उसको एक स्पेशलाइज्ड बना देते हैं। नाउ स्टूडेंट कैन ऑप्ट फॉर द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ हिज चॉइस इन द न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, एंड in that the rigid separation of discipline with earlier specialization and streaming of student in narrow areas of study will be totally abolished, and more stress will be given to the socio-economical disadvantages areas with few higher education institution that teaches in the local languages. Even the several times the honorable chairman of the university grants commission have requested to the colleges and universities to translate the textbook into the local languages. Why only English? We can teach in the local languages. Again, the importance of language here gains momentum, that where language, local languages book will be translated into the local languages. So again, it is really a thing which need to be addressed, where the textbooks will be in the local languages by the University Grants Commission. And limited teacher and institution autonomy. As I have told you, friends, that uh, the central universities, as on 31st December 2023, there were around 6,500 vacancies in the central universities. So, limited teachers and institution autonomy is also a major concern, where the teaching posts need to be filled. Even in the state public universities, uh, it is a big problem, recruitment of teachers. So government need to see here also that how these teaching positions can be filled, and how these थिंग कैन ओवरकम एन इंस्टीट्यूशनल ऑटोनॉमी। जैसे मैंने आपको बताया अभी कि जो एफिलेशन सिस्टम है टोटली बंद हो जाएगा, एंड इंस्टीट्यूशन को ऑटोनॉमी मिलेगी टू कंडक्ट देयर ओन एग्जाम, टू अवॉर्ड देयर ओन डिग्री, टू हैव देयर ओन syllabus, so that they will improve in the sense of quality. Because when the institution will be de-affiliated, or they will be given the autonomy, their brand will carry forward. As I have given you for examples of Maharashtra, where Jamnalal Bajaj, Bitco, D.Y. Patil Symbiosis, Narsim Monji, these management institutions, which I know as a management students, these are the brands. Why they have become brands? Because they have provided the employment opportunities, they have provided proper teaching learning to the uh, students, they have provided the campus interviews. So these what you will say, the institution have gained importance. So limited teacher and institution autonomy is also one of the major areas. uh, what changes we will see moving towards a higher education system consisting of large multidisciplinary universities and colleges. Again, it is one of the part of the new education policy, where in each and every district, one multidisciplinary university will be there, and medium of instruction will be in the local language. Then moving towards more multidisciplinary undergraduate education, moving towards faculty and institution autonomy, revamping curriculum, pedagogy, assessment, and student support for enhanced student experience. You see that it is really a sorry state where we see that the syllabus which have been framed, the syllabus which have been designed by us, is that syllabus really needed by the industry? It becomes a question mark. So that's why the representation of the corporate sector, representation of the industries should be there in our board of studies. Again, that is one of the objective of the new education policy, that how the curriculum can be the best curriculum to our students. कि आज हमारे जो स्टूडेंट पास आउट हो रहे हैं, आर दे एलिजिबल फॉर द जॉब? दैट इज अ बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क. You see that NESCOM has done one survey way back in the year 2005 की बात बता रहा हूं मैं. In 2005 they have done a survey and they have found that only 24% of the engineering graduates are eligible for the job. इन्हीं के 100 बच्चे पास हो रहे हैं, उसमें से सिर्फ 24 बच्चे ऐसे हैं जो इंजीनियर का काम कर सकते हैं. बाकी लोगों को जो रिमेनिंग के जो 76% जो बच्चे हैं उन्हें कुछ नहीं आता. सो ये सब चीजें हमें देखना है. करिकुलम डिजाइनिंग, पीडागॉगी हमारी क्या है, हायर एजुकेशन की असेसमेंट कैसे करते हैं हम. अभी आपके पास में जब फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटीज आएंगे तो उनसे आप ये चीजें सीख सकते हो कि
So participant, um, 10 minutes are tea break. So wait at 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, resource person has been joined.
Amol, my screen is visible. Amol Madan.
Yes, sir. Clearly visible.
Slides पूरे दिख रहे हैं?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So welcome back after the break, and friends, as I have told you in the first half of my lecture regarding the problems faced by the higher education system of our country. Uh, you see that integrity of faculty and institutional leadership positions through merit appointment and career progression based on teaching, research, and services is also one of the important part of the new education policy. Then establishment of national research foundation to fund outstanding peer-reviewed research to actively seed research in universities and colleges. Then governance of higher education by high qualified independent boards having academic and administrative autonomy, light but tight regulation by a single regulator for higher education, जो मैंने आपको बताया that higher education council in future we will see will regulate the higher education system of our country. Then increase access equity and inclusion through a range of measures, including greater opportunities for outstanding public education, scholarship by private philanthropic university for disadvantaged and unprivileged a student, online education and open distance learning, and all infrastructure and learning material accessible and available to the learners with disabilities. Again, you see that scholarship to be provided by the private philanthropic universities. Again, in that we can add the CSR module. One of the latest thing which we are witnessing in the higher education is the corporate social responsibility. And you see, friends, that CSR is not new. CSR is a very old concept where the companies can help you out as a higher education institution in your infrastructure, in your research, or providing the scholarship. There are a number of companies which are providing the CSR fund. One of the interaction with one of the participants of FIP 2 years back from Mumbai, one of the affiliated colleges of Mumbai University. That principal, he was the participant of an FIP course. He told me that he has acquired around 8 crore rupees through CSR by various corporate sectors surrounded to his colleges. So not 8 crores, but you can gain something in your institution. You can work out through the CSR, corporate social responsibility. You can see that through CSR how funding can be given to the what you will say your institution, how funding can be raised to your institution. So kindly take a note of it. Uh, Indian scenario of any university, you see that lack of quality faculties, political launchpad to do more with less, financial constraint is one of the major backdrop of the higher education of our country, where 0.8% of GDC is spent on higher education. It is not a matter of 98 or 88, it is a matter of 2018, where only 0.8% of India's GDP is spent on the higher education, which is very lower. Just I will take a Sorry for a break. Financial constraint is very much hampering our higher education system, where only 0.8% of India's GDP is spent on higher education in 2018, which is lower than other countries, such as when we compare it with the developed nations like US, they are spending around 2.9% of their GDP on higher education. In UK, they are spending around 1.3%, and in China, 1.5%. And the target of the new education policy is around 6% of the GDP should be spent on the higher education, because it is very but obvious that the signature or a sign of a developed nation is that they spend maximum amount on their higher education and health infrastructure. Then paralysis of governance, complex and conflicting regulations, and too many regulatory bodies. As time and again I'm telling you, many a times I have told you in my lecture, that too many regulatory bodies is also hampering the higher education system in our country. Then budget, you see that through this slide, I would like to tell you that budget of the Harvard University is greater than the higher education budget of our whole country. You see that Harvard University's annual budget is around $4.2 billion. In 2013, when dollar was around 73 rupees, and it is about 30,000 crores at that time. यानी कि 2013 में जो हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी का बजट था वो था 30,000 करोड़ का, while as our entire higher education outlay of rupees 1890 is 26,000 crore, which also include technical education 9,000 crores, of which 5,200 crores is for IITs, 1,800 crores for NITs, and 713 crores for IIM. So Harvard University's annual budget is more than the higher education and technical education expenses of our whole country. Again, that is a question mark that we should spend more and more on the higher education. As I have told you that affiliation system, it is a gift given by the government. Only countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, other than India, have a affiliation system. As I have also told you that how affiliation system is hampering, because too many affiliated colleges are now being there in, take the example of Maharashtra of Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Mumbai University. They are having more than 1,000 affiliated colleges. So it is really tough thing. Even if you have a sub-center of the university, it is really a tough thing for a university to manage the exam, the affiliation, the students record. So the affiliation system is also killing. And again, that is the major objective of the higher education, where affiliation system will be abolished completely in the coming years, and the colleges will be given the autonomy. You see that gross enrollment ratio will be around 50%. Target is to increase the gross enrollment ratio to 50% by 2035, and to build world-class universities to achieve high global ranking. हमारे पास में तो 1,000 यूनिवर्सिटीज है, 1,045 यूनिवर्सिटीज है, बट how many of them are coming under the world-class universities? It is a question mark. So the new education policy target is that internationalization of the education through matching the global standard. Our university should match the global standards. And this can be achieved when we build world-class universities in terms of infrastructure, in terms of the trained faculties, in terms of the assessment, assignments, all examination. It is not just a mere thing of infrastructure, but assessment, assignments is also in the world-class universities. Then 360-degree program of any NEP outcome, ability to acquire and apply fundamental principle of domain areas, capability to communicate effectively, acquisition of technical competency in specialized area of discipline, ability to identify, formulate, and model problem and find solution based on a system approach, ability to conduct investigation and research on societal problem in a chosen field of study. You see that societal problem. Again, many of you must be a research guide in this cloud room. Many of you must undergoing research project. Many of you must have written research papers in well-reputed national and international journals. You see that there is a question mark in front of us that are, as a higher education researcher, social scientist, or a scientist, are we solving the problem of the society? It is a big question. There comes to the quote where we can say that we should think globally. We should think globally, but we should act locally when it comes to the research. When it comes to conducting the research, we should think globally, but act locally. I have experienced in my career as a research guide when I have given the topics which address the local needs, the researchers, PhD scholars are shy to adopt those topics. In maximum case, in commerce management, they would like a repetitive topic. So we should change these things. We as the stakeholders, we the future builders, we should see that how as a researcher we can address the problem of society. Then also understanding the importance of sustainability and cost effectiveness figurative in designing and development of solution. Then understanding and a commitment to professional and ethical responsibility, ability to work effectively as an individual, as a member leader in the team, ability to be multi-skilled person with good domain knowledge, management, leadership, and entrepreneurship skill, awareness of social, cultural, global, and environmental responsibility, capability, and enthusiasm of self-improvement through continuous professional development and lifelong learning. These are the major outcomes of the new education policy. ये सभी तो आपने काफी सारी टाइम सुन लिए होंगे कि मल्टीपल एंट्री एग्जिट भी अभी एक पार्ट है हमारी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में. If you exit by doing first year, you will get a diploma. If you exit by doing a second year, you will get an advanced diploma. And if you complete three-year degree, you will get a proper degree. And if you exit at the 4 year, a 4 years UG degree, you will get an honorary degree. And choice-based credit system is also there. Then credit transfer system, academic bank of credit is also being one of the things which university grants is forcing for the higher education institution. In arts, we have history, geography, psychology, English, political science, sociology, anthropology, economics, liberal arts, social science, and creative science. Soft facts of nature can be done through hard science. Hard facts of the nature, we have physics, chemistry, biology, geology, astronomy, and botany. 4+1 structure now will be there in integrated courses जो maximum हमारे चल रहे हैं अभी BCA, MCA, BME, BMBA, BBMBA. Now these integrated courses will gain importance in this new education policy. The center and state will work together to increase the public investment in education sector to reach 6% of GDP at the earliest. देखिए जो डेवलप कंट्री है चाइना, यूएसए, इनसे भी हमें आगे जाना है और 6% हमारा जो जीडीपी का स्पेंडिंग है वो हायर एजुकेशन पे होना, ऐसा हमारा टारगेट है. देन दैट will be collaboratively will be done through the central and the state government. You see that currently it is very less. और जो हमारे पुराने भी जो पॉलिसीज थे, नेशनल पॉलिसी ऑन एजुकेशन 1986, उसके बाद में 1992 में भी मॉडिफाई हुआ, सबका एक ही उद्देश्य था, एक ही ऑब्जेक्टिव था कि हमारे मैक्सिमम जीडीपी का जो खर्चा है वो मैक्सिमम हम कैसे कर सकते हैं हायर एजुकेशन के ऊपर. देन वी हैव academic bank of credit. You see that academic bank of credit will be created as has been created as a digital recognition award for students' academic performance. ABC can allow university to verify an institution credit or school can use it to reward recognize students, and it helps the track of the credit each students have earned over time. According to new education policy, learning should be holistic, joyful, stress-free, and lifelong process. Then NEP focuses on critical thinking, discovery, inquiry, discussion, and teaching based on analysis and holistic learning method. Then regulators for higher education will be light but tight, focus on online learning to ensure that students are educated to the highest standards. In new system, e-learning will be expanded to include online courses which will provide flexibility in terms of location and time of the student. That is one of the best part of the online education. Even with this what you will say, the training program which we are conducting through Zoom platform, you see that it is very much easy, accessible for all of you to get connected. Nearly, we are having 202 participants for this NEP sensitization program. Even if they are not connected through the Zoom meeting, they are connected through YouTube Live. So e-learning is very flexible when it comes to access of e-learning. And also by the end of 2040, the aim that all universities become multidisciplinary institution, each of which will have 3,000 or more students. And at least college affiliation will be phased out in the coming years, as I have told you. आने वाले 10-15 सालों में बिल्कुल affiliation system आपको देखने को नहीं मिलेगा. Then at least one oversized multidisciplinary higher education institution will be built by in each and every district by 2030. Then this is one of the ways we can make our school more connected to their communities and provide them with growth opportunities. The goal is to help create 100% of youth and adult literacy. अभी ये जो एकेडमिक बैंक ऑफ क्रेडिट है, 1 क्रेडिट जो रहता है 1 घंटे का टीचिंग या 2 घंटे के प्रैक्टिकल को हम बोलते हैं 1 क्रेडिट. अभी एक कॉलेज से आप करो, दूसरे कॉलेज से करो, तीसरे से, चौथे से, पांचवें से, छठे, सातवें से, इट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड इन द एकेडमिक बैंक ऑफ क्रेडिट. It is also being many a times it is requested by the University Grants Commission that we have to create the accounts of the students. ABC account जिसे academic bank of credit का जो account रहता है वो. Then NEP and internationalization. You see that in my earlier slides of my lecture, as I have told you that how much imbalance is there when we talk about the higher education system. Many students, they are going outside to take the higher education system. Why not in a country where the country which is having more than 1,000 universities, 42,000 colleges? Why not world-class colleges and world-class universities are there in our country? हमारे पास में है कुछ इंस्टीट्यूशन है, जैसे आईआईटीज है, आईएम्स है, एम्स है, आईएससी बैंगलोर है, लेकिन इनकी मात्रा बहुत कम है, बहुत कम ये कॉलेजेस है. सो इन द न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, the National Education Policy 2020, it is built on the foundation of pillars, that is access, equity, quality, affordability, and accountability. And you see that it recommends path-breaking reforms that aim at paradigm shift by equipping our student, teacher, and educational institution with right competency and capabilities, and creating and enabling the originated education ecosystem for vibrant new India. The NEP stands extensively focused on attaining the highest global standard in the quality of higher education. Further, it enforces the need to attract a greater number of international students and achieve the goal of internationalization at home. The policy appreciates the critical need to promote India as a global study destination, providing premium education at affordable cost, thereby helping to restore its role in becoming a Vishwa Guru. Not only our student, but also the foreign students, especially students from the developed countries, should have their interest in coming to India. The underdeveloped country students are also welcome in our country. Already they are pursuing their higher education. But also the developed country students should see their higher education in our country. How internationalization and hope. First is capacity building in international initiatives, collaborative communication between Indian and international faculty, then international dimension to curricula in science, social science beyond to spark a deeper reflection about the course content and effective pedagogy, better learning outcome for all students. Other areas of strength in India, such as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, computer science, gaming, should be tied up with internship, apprenticeship to make them attractive for foreign students. Quality residential facilities to students to ensure effective living condition and learning environment to international students. Even in Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar, we are having a separate hostels for the international students. Then on-campus support to students from abroad to provide continuous and inconclusive support to international students designed to facilitate students' social academic success and focusing particularly on transition process. Then integrating incoming international students with local communities, including assigning faculty mentors, host family and students buddies, then friendly environment for incoming students to have safe, positive, and holistic experience, offering local language courses and other bridge courses as needed, then fostering local language courses and other bridge courses, and fostering connection among domestic and international students, and value the input of international students at campus. Then short-term non-degree niche courses to create global perception about our core competency in yoga, philosophy, Ayurveda, health, Sanskrit, and Vastu Shastra. Courses and program in subject as knowledge of India and its language, art, history, culture, global context, global literacy, incorporate internationalization objective into institutions, border quality, assurance, process of teaching and learning, community engagement, and student satisfaction. Again, I would like to highlight here that how University Grants Commission has made mandatory that 10% of the syllabus should be taught in UG, PG courses, even in the refresher orientation courses regarding the Indian knowledge system. Even in our NEP sensitization program, we have started our course with the Indian knowledge system. What is Indian knowledge system? And in future, you will see that in your UG and PG courses, 10% of the syllabus is being designed for, it should be kept for the Indian knowledge system. 10% for UG courses, 10% for PG courses. Even UGC has made it mandatory that even in the refresher and orientation courses also, the Indian knowledge system should be taught to the faculty members. Credit recognition tuning agreement. Again, the collaboration of Indian higher education institution may enter into agreement MOU with the foreign higher education institution for recognition of credit under tuning agreement. ट्यूनिंग एग्रीमेंट बोले तो ऐसा एग्रीमेंट जहां पर फॉरेन के जो यूनिवर्सिटीज में आपने क्रेडिट लिए हैं वो क्रेडिट यहां पर काउंट। मान लो कि आपने एक साल ग्रेजुएशन में से एक साल किया आपने ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी से या स्टैनफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी से, रिमेनिंग के 2 साल आप यहां पर इंडिया में कर सकते हो। दैट विल बी ऑल्सो cost effective for many Indian students, this tuning agreement, and even for the foreign students also, where they can get their maximum credits from their own country and they come for the few remaining credits to our country. But there are some terms and conditions that NOC should be obtained from the affiliating university जहां पर आपके पहले क्रिएट हुए। Then in this existing curricula may be supplemented by additional curricula of collaborating university. The joint course structure can be worked out on the basis of need and to be complement the course structure of the corresponding semester. Then degree offered under such tuning program shall be awarded by the Indian higher education institution only. Then credit obtained at foreign higher education institution shall be reflected in the transcript. Then also the Indian higher education institution shall ensure that the credit earned by the student from foreign higher education institution shall not be from overlapping courses content curriculum. And any degree awarded under such tuning program must be in conformity with the provision of the section 22(3) of the UGC Act 1956 and shall be in conformity with the norms, standards, and requirement of such degree as laid down by the statutory authority concerned. Any courses or program which jeopardize the national interest shall not be allowed to be offered in India. Then Indian higher education institutions should also make provision for exit pathway for students who are unable to complete the tuning programs, include for fail to secure visa, should be allowed to complete the tuning complete the program in the Indian higher education institution. And also the Indian higher education institution shall provide periodical reports annually giving the details number of students admitted, program conducted, number of students awarded such degree. Global citizenship approach. Now, friends, I would like to highlight here to you is that कि आज हम जो बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे हैं, these will become global citizen. They will not just merely serve our country, but they will serve the entire globe. I can give you one example of our university where the European Union has funded two projects to us. One is a merge project and another one is a Innotel project. You can also Google both these projects and you can see that what are the accepted outcome of these projects. And the total outlay of both these projects funded by European Union was around 50 to 60 lakhs to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. For 4 years, they have given us 60 lakh for conducting the seminars, for faculty exchange program, for student exchange program, for starting an incubation, for starting a language lab. But why this European Union is funding to our country for higher education? Because you see that in the coming days, India will have the youngest population of the world. इंडिया के पास में अंडर 40 के सबसे ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन रहेंगी वर्ल्ड में और उन्हें ये पता है कि यही पॉपुलेशन हमारे पास में आकर हमें सर्व करने वाली है. So the European people want that whatever things are coming to them in future needs to be of quality. So that's why they are providing the funds so that the international, the current standard of the higher education should meet the international standards. So that's why now to whom we are teaching students. These students are not just limited to our India or Maharashtra or Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. These students will go globally. These students will work globally. So a global citizen approach, global citizenship approach should be developed by the higher education institutions. And you see that we can empower the students with understanding on how the world works economically, politically, socially, culturally, technologically, and ecologically. One question I would like to raise, अगर मैं किससे पूछूं कि that how the rate of currency is decided, तो हो सकता है कोई कॉमर्स का फैकल्टी बता दे, but maximum faculties will never know. What is petrodollar? How crude oil price is decided? What is the conflict between Israel and Palestine? What is the conflict between Russia and Ukraine? So these are all the question marks in front of us. So how our student will know? So now as a teacher, you should make your institution should have a global citizenship approach where economical, political, social, cultural, technological, ecological, global environment should be known to your students. And you see that engaging with community service with special focus in and around higher education institution will contribute at a range from the level of local to global. Then credit-based project and courses in the areas of community engagement, environment education, and value-based education. Then short-term courses and workshop on human and constitutional values, respect for others, cleanness, courtesy, democratic spirit, spirit of service, respect for public property, scientific temper, responsibility, pulperism, equity, and justice. In concluded, students such as critical thinking, communication, technology skills, cause, cultural awareness, adaptability. So this will extremely be critical for building a more sustainable, resilient, and compassionate world in the 21st century, the global citizenship approach. Then academic and research collaboration. Through twinning programs, we can have academic and research collaboration with the foreign universities, student exchange program for short duration visit to some reputed universities abroad. Then faculty members are encouraged to get exposure to foreign university in exchange program, short-term projects, expanding strategic research partnership with international higher education institution, then organizing academic and research workshops, seminars, and conferences in partnership with international universities, and collaborating with alumni, both students and faculties at various foreign universities for academic and research activity. So, two-way communication will be there. Then building a brand abroad. आपके जो एलिमिनी हैं उनके थ्रू आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन का एक ब्रांड बना सकते हो अब्रॉड में. आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन के जो स्ट्रेंथ्स है वो उसे आप हाईलाइट कर कर अपने जो एलिमिनी है और उन्हें लेकर आप एक ब्रांड आप बना सकते हो. यू कैन ऑल्सो प्रमोट इंडियन आर्ट, कल्चर, योगा, आयुर्वेदा, बुद्धिज्म through the short-term courses can be offered on these types of strength of our country. Then also conducting seminars, workshop, presentation, and cultural events in identified institution, target countries, highlighting educational opportunities available in India in their institution, then collaborating with foreign alumni or alumni of Indian origin living abroad for brand building exercise. आज तो हमारा ये है कि बच्चे ने डिग्री लेकर चलेगा, फॉरेन स्टूडेंट है अगर है तो हम पलट कर उसके पास में देखते नहीं वो कहाँ है, कहाँ जॉब कर रहा है. वी डोंट हैव एनी track record of him. So in future, you should see that even for an Indian student or a foreign student, you should keep a track record. You should see that if some alumni of yours are going abroad, you can have a good connection with them, and you can see that how a brand can be built with the help of these foreign institution. And also extending the reach of online and open and distance learning courses offered by Indian higher education system through systematic campaigning. You can offer कोर्सेज. अभी स्वयं पोर्टल के ऊपर तो काफी सारे कोर्सेज अवेलेबल है, वैसे ही आप अपने कोर्सेज बनाकर ऑनलाइन उसको प्रमोट कर सकते हो. देन डायमेंशन ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन एजुकेशन सिस्टम accreditation ranking process in India can also be done, and higher education institutions will be encouraged to set up offshore campus in order to expand the outreach of institution and build image of India as an international study destination. Institution of immense have been permitted to have an offshore campus, especially in Dubai and Gulf countries. We are seeing that the Indian universities or private universities are having their what you will say offshore campus around them. Then Alumni Connect is also very important. Even in the NAC, you see that Alumni Connect have gained important both Indian and abroad. Virtually, you can connect with them through participation in conferences, workshop, networking, get together among the alumni, including through video conferences, providing brochures, pamphlets, and other advertising material about the institutions, program, courses for dimension of abroad. Then engage in community service activity with the help of alumni. Then honoring distinguished alumni for supporting in brand building exercise as well as overall development of the institution. Then system generated email and SMS may be sent on various occasions. Then share details of alumni with government whenever required. Also, you can have a office for international affairs. Uh, our university has a center for international relation. Also, the colleges can have so that single point contact can be carried out by this center for international relation. In our university, we are having one portal, and that portal opens in the month of December and June, where the foreign student need to register themselves. After that, the director of foreign student cell verify all the documents given by them, and it is forwarded to the department. So one office for international affairs will be required by your institution. And then maintaining record, maintaining database of the foreign students, alumni can be carried out in this office. Then sharing the information, then conceptualization and engaging in promotional activities and effective approach towards brand building and campaigning abroad. Then addressing the concerns of the Indian students under tuning agreement. अगर आपके कोई students अगर foreign universities में जाते हैं, उनके कोई problem हो, तो वहां पर आपका ऑफिस फॉर इंटरनेशनल अफेयर्स can help them. Then also extend help to foreign students to adapt the new cultural environment by conducting an induction program for the foreign students, teaching them local language, getting them awareness regarding the local areas, local community. Again, this will be the task of the Office of the International Affairs. Then challenges of higher education system in India, gap between supply and demand. You see that India has a low rate of enrollment, gross enrollment of 27%. Then lack of quality research work. Again, we are very good in numbers when it comes for publication and when it comes for patent, but quality of research is very low. That need to be increased at international level by the higher education institutions. As I have told you, that number of research paper published in India has increased continuously for past few decades, but reflected low in citation impact if compared with other countries, developed nations like Germany, USA, France, and China. Then Indian higher education is facing with the problem of poor quality of curriculum. As I have told you कि आज इंडस्ट्री की रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर की रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, ये बिना जाने हम सिलेबस फ्रेम करते हैं. एंड दीज people again need to be trained when they go for their jobs. So updating quality curriculum is very important, and I hope that in that the private sector, the corporate sector needs to contribute, and the universities and colleges can invite these private sector people in their BOS so that the quality curriculum can be made. शॉर्टेज ऑफ फैकल्टीज है, तो मैंने आपको पहले बताया कि 6,500 फैकल्टीज का रिक्रूटमेंट बाकी है सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज में. इनएडिक्वेट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बहुत ही एक सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है हमारे कंट्री में. देर आर मेनी कॉलेजेस इन महाराष्ट्र जहां पर स्कूल भी रन होता है, जूनियर कॉलेज भी रन होता है, सीनियर कॉलेज भी रन होता है, राइट फ्रॉम 7 o'clock टिल इवनिंग. all the shifts are maintained, so infrastructure is a very big problem. In now we are becoming the most populated country, तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बहुत जरूरी है. रूरल एरियाज के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में भी काफी जो है बढ़ोतरी की जरूरत है, बिकॉज मेजर पॉपुलेशन आज भी हमारे भारत देश में जो है वो रूरल एरिया में है. सो the inadequate infrastructure and facilities again is a problem. Then presently there is a very less collaboration of हायर एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन विद इंडस्ट्री. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि करिकुलम क्या है, सिलेबस क्या है, हम पढ़ा रहे क्या है, हमें मालूम नहीं है. हमें कब पता चलेगा ये? when we will go to the when we will go to the higher education institution will go to the industry. Then low employability of the graduate. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि नेस्कॉम का 2005 में एक सर्वे हुआ था जहां पर यह पता चला कि सिर्फ 24% ही इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट्स आर एलिजिबल फॉर द जॉब. सो वी शुड सी दैट हाउ दीज employability can be increased, skill based education can be increased in the new education policy. So I hope that there must be many queries from the participant size, so one by one they can raise their hands so that I can address the queries of yours. Queries from the participant side? Questions? Participants can raise their hands. पेन ड्राइव में ले लो. इसलिए मैंने आपको डिस्कस किया. if you don't have any questions, I will call our honorable director for the valedictory function. I would request all of you to remain here for the valedictory function. Within five minutes, we will start the valedictory function. It is mandatory for all participants to wait for the valedictory function. Yes, Sujit Singh ji. Any question of yours?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Sujit ji. You can on your camera also.
सर हमारी जो इंफॉर्मेशन भेजनी है एनओसी फोटो और आईडी तो उसका
जी
टाइम बढ़ा कर दो ना, आज रात तक करो, क्यों तो अभी 5 बज रहे और आपने
जी
बताया था शुरुआत में कि 5 बजे तक उसे अपलोड कर दो।
जी ठीक है। कल कल कब तक के कर देंगे आप?
कल क्या सवेरे 10 बजे तक का भी टाइम मिल गया तो काफी हो गया।
ठीक
आज ही कर
ठीक
देंगे वैसे तो।
ठीक है, आज ही कर दीजिए, क्योंकि आपने एक अच्छा प्रश्न यहाँ पर खड़ा किया है, जो मैं भी भूल गया था बोलना सभी को कि जो आपके जो रिक्वायरमेंट है यूजीसी पोर्टल की, वो
हाँ,
रिक्वायरमेंट आपको पूरे करना ही पड़ेंगे।
अच्छा, तो वो
हाँ,
कल सवेरे 10 बजे तक टाइम दे दो आप, तब तक हो
जी
जाएगा,
जी
आज ही
जी
कर देंगे।
जी जी जी।
और दूसरा एक कि आपने जो बताया कि हम गूगल फॉर्म आपको शेयर करेंगे।
हाँ, फ्राइडे के दिन आपका टेस्ट रहेगा। वो रहेगा 11:30 से लेकर 12:30 तक।
कितने क्वेश्चंस कैसा क्या रहेगा
40
सर?
क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे उसमें, हर एक लेक्चर पे 5 क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे आप।
अच्छा, 1 घंटे के बीच में उसे ये करना है।
जी जी जी, 1 घंटा।
क्या है उसका पासिंग के लिए, क्या मतलब मिनिमम?
मिनिमम उसका पासिंग जो है जो वो रहेगा उसका अराउंड 40% पासिंग रहेगा उससे।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, चलेगा, ठीक है। थैंक यू सर।
So Amol, honorable director sir has joined. I would request you to make him a co-host.
Okay, sir. Understood.
And you can start the panel. Don't play the university song too long.
Okay, sir.
Just I will welcome the our director sir. You just share the screen. So, friends, as all of you know that we have successfully completed this first NEP orientation and sensitization program, which was organized by our UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Program. So I hope that all of you must have taken something in your bags. And before going towards the official presidential remark, I would request few participants to give their valuable feedback by unmuting themselves uh, here. Yes, जीके जी, आप अनम्यूट कर भी बोल सकते हो. संदीप जीके, you can unmute yourself and tell.
हेलो सर.
Yes, जीके जी, बताइए.
ये जो ओरिएंटेशन प्रोग्राम था वो सबके लिए बहुत इंफॉर्मेटिव था. इसमें से हमें एनईपी क्या है और इसमें कौन से पॉइंट डिटेल में मालूम पड़े.
जी.
और इसके बाद में वर्कशॉप जैसी एक कल का सेशन हुआ उसमें डिफरेंट आईटी टूल जो है उसका यूज कैसा करने का ये भी मालूम हुआ. इस तरह से इस ओरिएंटेशन से हमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा मालूमात आपके द्वारा हो गई है.
थैंक यू.
इसलिए मैं यूनिवर्सिटी का बहुत आभारी हूँ कि ऐसे प्रोग्राम आपने हमारे लिए रखा था. और मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मेरा इसमें सहभाग था.
थैंक यू. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू सर.
Yes, Rahul, you can unmute yourself on your own. Rahul Pandit, you have raised the hands. आप खुद को unmute कर सकते. Yes, Rahul.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, Patil sir. Good evening, director sir. It is much more precious for us to joining with you and again to rejoin with this Patil sir. Is a chance to interact with all people. Those are learning for a new policies, and is my much more thankful to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Maharashtra University ACP College. With the regarding for the NAPs, this is the new NAPs ideas for the new teachers, those coming in this flowing. I myself also is a good for my science and new social sciences student and say teachers is a much more beneficial for me. Thank you so much, sir. Those are invite. Those are giving chance for say for a few words. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Roll number 85, Dr. Mahesh. You unmute yourself.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes. Good evening, Honorable Director Dr. Patil, sir, Assistant Director A.Raffey, sir, and all dear participant friends. It gives me pleasure to say a few words and give my feedback for the National Education Policy 2020 Orientation and Sensitization Program. At the outset, I extend my sincere thanks to UGC, MMTTC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University for giving us an opportunity to participate in this well-planned, well-organized program on NEP 2020. So in this program, total 8 areas have been covered, and we got an opportunity to listen learned, highly experienced resource persons, and almost all resource persons gave us an opportunity to interact with all of them during the session. So we got lot of academic inputs, and we are exposed to the core areas of NEP 2020. So we got lot of practical exposure also, and many things are there. A teacher must be a lifelong learner, critical thinker, and leader of change. So definitely this program is very useful to all of us in the days to come. And once again, I thank UGC MMTCC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University for organizing such a well planned, well organized program on NEP 2020 and giving us an opportunity to participate in this program and giving me an opportunity to say few words on this occasion. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Roll number 138. You can unmute and tell.
थँक्यू सर. हे जे कोर्स आपण या ठिकाणी आयोजित केला होता, प्रथमतः पाटील सरांचे आणि आपल्या दोघांचेही मी आमच्या सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांच्या वतीनं, प्राध्यापक वृंदाच्या वतीनं आभार मानतो, कारण अतिशय सुंदर असा कोर्स NEP ओरिएंटेशन वरती आपण या ठिकाणी आयोजित केला होता. आणि म्हणायला आम्हाला म्हणजे एक अभिमानास्पद गोष्ट आहे की अगदी पाटील सरांनी चार्ज स्वीकारला आणि सरांनी लगेच या कोर्सला सुरुवात केली. म्हणजे आमच्यासाठी हे निश्चितच एक पर्वणी सरांनी उपलब्ध करून दिली. आणि कोर्सला ऍक्सेस सुद्धा माझ्या मते जवळजवळ आम्ही 200च्या वरती पार्टिसिपंट्स आहोत, 235 काहीतरी. म्हणजे हा एक आपल्या म्हणजे आमच्या सर्वांसाठी खूप मोठा अनुभव होता. येणारे जे सर्व गेस्ट होते, त्या सर्व गेस्टनी अतिशय सुंदररित्या आम्हाला मार्गदर्शन केलं आणि आमचं एक ओरिएंटेशन अतिशय सुंदर झालं असं म्हणायला वावगं ठरू नये. टेक्निकल गोष्टीमध्ये सुद्धा राफे सर अगदी प्रत्येक गोष्टीला जागरूक असतात. म्हणजे कुठं विद्यार्थ्यांकडून डिस्टर्ब होणार नाही किंवा कुठं अनम्यूट करायचं वगैरे. अगदी गेस्टच्या काही वेळेस विनंती यायची की आमचं लेक्चर हे इंटरॅक्टिव्ह झालं पाहिजे, तर त्यावेळेस राफे सरांनी काही वेळेस प्रेमाने आणि काही वेळेस मग गेस्टलाच तुम्ही या पद्धतीने ऍडजस्ट करता का. आणि एक वेळेस त्यांनी मला को होस्ट करून जी आहे ती ही मीटिंग कशा पद्धतीनं सुंदररित्या हे पूर्ण ओरिएंटेशन चालेल यासाठी सरांनी खूप प्रयत्न केले. राफे सरांचा आणि पाटील सरांचे एकदा परत आभार मानतो आणि आपल्या सर्व सहकार्यांचे आभार मानून या ठिकाणी थांबतो. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Roll number 82 you want to give?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes, sir. I'm more grateful to UGC and Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathwada University for giving me this opportunity to attend this program. I'm very much thankful to say that all the sessions were very good. All the eminent speakers, resource persons were wonderful. They have shared their knowledge. Sessions were interactive, and definitely we all have gained something through these sessions. I must appreciate all the efforts and arrangements made by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathwada University and giving us this opportunity to interact with such an eminent people and with you all. Thank you once again, sir. It was wonderful session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So I hope that this much is sufficient for us. On behalf of this entire group, I welcome our respected Honorable President of this valedictory function, Director of this UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, Professor Satish Patil sir, to this cloud meeting, and I would now request him to deliver a presidential remark to this NEP sensitization program.
Good afternoon, all of you. Respected speaker of this session, Dr. Raffey, all the fellow participants of this Malviya Mission Teachers Training program, and all the participants who have joined this NEP orientation and sensitization program of 2 weeks from 8th of January to 17th of January, that is today, on NEP, that is National Education Policy, which has offered a rich and diverse exploration of the key topics in education. As it has been pointed out by the participants, there were at about 8 topics which has been touched, particularly the topics such as Indian knowledge systems, multidisciplinary education, multilinguistic education, internationalization of education, and so many of the topics. And the resource persons who also shared their experiences. Particularly, you know that in the first week, the inaugural speech, which was given by the Dr. Suresh Kurupu, director of the IKS Center, New Delhi, and he also highlighted the aspects of Indian knowledge systems, in which he has emphasized the culture and philosophical understandings. And subsequently, the prominent speaker, such as the Professor Pradeep Kumar Mishra, Director, Center for Policy and Research in Higher Education, National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, New Delhi, Dr. Bharadwaj from the Nasik, who is from the Bejan Desai Foundation, who have delivered their experiences. They shared their experience in the holistic and multidisciplinary education and the skill development. And they also provided insights into the contemporary educational approaches. Then the Professor P.K. Alwalia, who has also shared his views on the research and development, and also shedding the light on the vital role of innovation in academia. And then the Dr. Ajit Thete, Director, the Center for Development and Leadership in Education, who have explored, made an exploration of academic leaderships. How can academic leadership can be made? The good governance and its management, addressing the crucial aspects of leadership in the education sector. And in the next week, the Professor Jayanti Datta, she is a Deputy Director, UGC, MMTTC Punjab University, who has given insightful discussions on the student diversity and inclusive education, emphasizing the importance of inclusive learning environment. And Dr. A.Raffey follows with an exploration of complex dynamic between the education system and the society, who offers a nuanced there is nuisance in the understanding of the societal impact of educational practices. So that the Professor Srinivasan from the ICT New Delhi, who has also guided through the transformative influence of the information and communication technology in education. So I believe that throughout these 2 weeks, all the participants might have enjoyed the lecture series and the interactions with the experts. And they, it has been told by participants, all these experts, all these subject experts, they have touched the core areas of the NEP. And I think that is the only the outcome of the course. And as I told you that more than 235 candidates who have participated in, and till the last session, they were all attending all the sessions very sincerely, participating in the discussion, sharing their experiences, and interacting with the subject experts. I think that is a good sign of the implementation of NEP effectively in the due course of time. I believe that if we, every participant or everybody, if you are found to be a part of this system, particularly we are in the education systems, if you follow them, and if you could develop our expertise and insight into any of the subject which we like, I think we'll contribute from our side for the robust implementation of these education systems, where the future of the students lies. Because you know that when we wanted to become a world-renowned educational institutions, I think if we could be able to implement these systems in an Indian manner, and you know that bringing Indianness into the education, that will certainly bring India as a Vishwaguru, which I told you at the beginning of this, in the inaugural session of this course. And I believe that if this education system is being molded in that way, in this way, where we have been discussing since last 2 weeks, I'm sure that that will shape up the career of the students. And you know that the success of this course that lies in the shaping of the career of the students. And I believe that you might have contributed, participated, and interacted with the resource persons and shared your experiences. And you know that since this course, we've started posting every day's lecture to everybody, every participant, and on the same day. I think this was a new initiative which I have taken as I joined as a director of this MMTTC center. And there are many plans, but we have in my mind that speaker all over the world on a particular topic will be on the virtual mode. And very soon, we will be starting the offline course for all the participants. The participants will be offline, but the speaker or the expert will be on the virtual mode, which everybody will have a opportunity for the interactions with the experts all over the world. I think that is a good sign that the teachers, they can have the good expertise from all over the world, and they can also be expert in implementing this educational policy or education effectively, so that the students' migration, transformation of the education into the applied field will be done from such kind of courses. And I believe that though it was a short sessions, all the sessions were short and the course span was short, but you know that will help to develop certain insight into us to see that we also become a part of, we can also contribute from our side while implementing this new education policy, national education policy, very effectively. And I must thank you all participants for your patience hearing, your cooperation to the experts, and to our MMTTC Center of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University. I thank all the speakers, all the experts, and you all participants. I must also thank my supporting staff, my colleague, Dr. Raffey, and as a supporting staff of MMTTC Center, who have taken a painful efforts by arranging each and every sessions, and they have seen that it is seen that they have taken care of each and everything, not only for the participants, but for the resource persons, providing link to all the participants, giving opportunity to every participants to introduce the guest and also to interact with the experts. I think that has all been provided by my staff. I must also thank my supporting staff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable input. Indeed, many things to learn, being this the first NEP sensitization program being conducted by us. So immediately after this, on 22nd Monday, we are having second course. So whatever lacunas we have seen from our side, we will try to improve, sir, in the coming course. And the MCQs test of this course is scheduled on Friday, as per the guidelines of the university, UGC. We will going to conduct a 40 marks question test for this NEP sensitization program, and after that the certificates will be issued. So it is my humble request to all participants, at 11:30 the link will be posted in the WhatsApp group. The examination link will be posted, and examination will be for 1 hour. And again, it is my request, by tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, all of you should complete all the formalities regarding their nomination letter, ID, and photo on the UGC MMTTC portal, failing which no certificate will be issued. Again, I am repeating that this meeting has been recorded and also YouTube live is there. अगर आप ये तीनों चीजें नहीं देते हो, even आप regularly यहाँ पर थे, but still you will not get the certificate. So it is my humble request to all of you to complete all these formality by tomorrow. And before concluding this session, I would now request all the persons to stand up for national anthem, and I would request Amol Madan to play the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, Amol. So, with the permission of our president, I declare that this valedictory function is over, and I hope that there will be a long-term association of all the participants with this UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Program, and also rightly suggested by our respected president that offline courses will be started very soon. So, I hope that you will take MMTTC Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University as one of the choice for the future training program. Thanks a